Driving Safe at Night by Kelly Gibran. Driving at nighttime is defined as a half hour before sunset and a half hour after sunrise, or any other period of time where there is limited light. What could happen while you're driving at night? An accident. An accident can absolutely happen. I've seen it one too many times. And this past week, we've experienced it within my own home. So I'm going to give you a scenario that's closely represented to what had happened to my fiance. But it's not exactly what happened, not exact, because I'm not depicting what type of vehicles were involved. Driver A, all equipment is working properly, was shocked to find another vehicle right next to him as he was making a left turn. The other vehicle's headlights were not properly working or were not at all. He hits the other vehicle. Driver B, no working headlights. While driving with your headlights goes out, you think it's okay to keep going because your destination is not that far. You're planning to fix them once you arrive home. However, it's nighttime. You can't see what's in front of you until headlights from the oncoming traffic are coming. You don't know if you're on the right side of the road or if you're in the road correctly. But you get hit by driver A. So after the accident, there's multiple things that could happen. Well, considering there was no witnesses at the scene, driver A had to undergo testing, while driver B suffered serious injury. Driver A is wondering, is he going to be charged with felonies? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to his family? What's going to happen to his financial state? The whole 9 yards running through his head. It's running through his family's head. What's going to happen? Well, driver B is sitting in the hospital, having multiple surgeries, in a medically induced coma, the whole 9 yards. So, what really happens after an accident? Well, first and foremost, if there's no witnesses, automatically your blood is drawn to determine if you're intoxicated and as to what levels. Another thing is, first responders that are on scene of the accident immediately start taking photos of the accident. That is foremost because they're first on scene before law enforcement is. Second of all, you don't get access to your stuff in your vehicle. If there is no witnesses and there's someone that suffers serious injury, you lose access to all your belongings. And you have to wait. Especially those belongings that are highly important for your own job. You don't get access to. Which means, you could also lose your job over this accident by not having your equipment. Another thing is time out of work. Both parties are losing time out of work. More so for the severely injured, but still, that's time out of work. So what nighttime driving looks like without working headlights and taillights, as you can see in the picture, it's just pitch black. Pitch freaking black. But that's what it really looks like. Is that safe to drive? No, not hardly. And if your headlights and stuff aren't working, then there is a serious problem. So, what are the tips for safely driving at night? Always use your high beams when permissible by law. Make sure your windshield is free of dirt, oil, pits, cracks, or even spider cracks. And make sure your wiper blades are not worn, frayed, or torn, and they're flush to the windshield. Also, beware of your surroundings. Look from left to right. Use your vehicle's mirrors and ignore any distractible items within the cab of your vehicle, like drinks, cell phones, radio, and even tobacco products. Always do an inspection of the equipment before you drive. If any equipment is not working properly, this is the time that you can get it properly fixed. Another thing is, do not exit your vehicle without appropriate clothing for at night. or without a flashlight so that oncoming traffic can see you. So, what does it take to inspect a vehicle for nighttime driving? Well, headlights. Headlights must be clear and the cover of the headlights clean. The headlights house the high and low beams, so both are properly working. For commercial vehicles and some non-commercial vehicles, marker lights need to be clean, working proper, and in amber of color. It's highly important that you check them headlights because that's what oncoming traffic sees. That's what oncoming traffic determines if they're on the right side or the wrong side of the road or what's coming at them. If it's pitch black coming at them, first and foremost, you're going to shock them just like you were pressing a horn behind somebody who's not expecting it. Okay, second of all, the reaction of what happens when they get shocked could be devastating to not only you, but to the other driver as well. Inspection of equipment on the back of all vehicles, including mopeds. Taillights, they must be in amber in color. They must be clean. Left, right, four ways, and brakes should be working properly. Commercial vehicles, and it is also the same with non-commercial vehicles. They must be clean, working properly, amber in color, and the DOT tape must not be worn, frayed, or missing. It is clearly important that these components are properly working to ensure safe driving at night. So, in my conclusion, it is very important to inspect your vehicle before traveling at night to make sure you are driving safely and following all the safety tips that are within your state, federal, and even local guidelines. And also, pet peeve, do not drink, drive, or drive while impaired, even slightly buzzed. Do not do that because it can take a life. So the resources I've used to do this video presentation come from the Georgia Department of Driver Services, all three manuals. That is your non-commercial driving manual, your commercial driving manual, and your motorcycle manual. Also, the U.S. Department of Highway Safety and the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration and National Safety Council. All these are great resources in learning how to drive safely, not only just at night, but during the day as well. And thank you.